DerekDimesDefeatTheBook.com. Let us help you beat the odds. If you're new here, welcome. You've been here before, welcome back. Either way, thank you for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. Thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell so you're notified every single time I drop anything on this channel. Okay, DefeatTheBook.com is where you get it. We had the free pick yesterday with Detroit Lions plus the 7. They were up big at halftime, blew it there. I thought they had a chance to win that game outright. A lot of people upset with Dan Campbell's ability to go for it on 4th down. He did it twice. They didn't get it twice. They thought they should have kicked field goals. So obviously, in hindsight, it's always 2020. They would have rather them kick the field goals. Not that they're guaranteed. Kickers can miss field goals. It does happen. But if that's your identity and that's who you are, I think you got to kind of stand firm in that and play the way you've been playing and coach the way you've been coaching. And that's exactly what he did. And it just, the 49ers were the better team that day. So crazy games there. Super Bowl now is on the horizon, a couple weeks away there. We got to deal with Taylor Swift yet for another game. All right, so want to make sure I get you guys a free pick today. Not a lot out in college basketball, possibly some NBA from me as well. So let's get into it. All right, we have a matchup here in the Big 12, a game that I think will be highly watched. That a lot of people want to have a take on. Right, 9 o'clock game. Houston going on the road there to face the Texas Longhorns. Houston is favored in this matchup. Came out as 5.5, dropping down now in a lot of places at 5, 4.5. You can get it 4.5 if you're interested in taking either side there. Total came out at 130.5, moving down to 129.5 now in certain spots. 130, 130.5, 130 flat. So shop around, get the best number that you possibly can here. But yeah, now we're seeing Texas now in the second year under Rodney Terry having a little bit of issues now. They've now lost 3 of their last 5 games now, 2 of them being on the road. They're really struggling on the road. They did have the win against Cincinnati on the road. We know how tough Cincinnati is. Cincinnati, a team I said to keep your eye on, as they're still not really healthy and been at full strength for majority of the season, but very physical team. And I really think it's going to be a tough time for the Longhorns here, even though they're home. They've already had 2 losses here at home, one against Texas Tech where they got handled pretty well, and another against UCF. For them, it's the ability on the boards. We know how physical Houston is. They are very dominant, especially on the offensive glass, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. So they're going to have to get on the glass for the Texas Longhorns. They're going to have to knock down some threes. They have the ability to do that, but they're going up against a Houston team it's the best defensive team in the country. There hasn't been much change from the American moving over to the Big 12. They do have 2 losses to Houston, Iowa State, and TCU. TCU, very veteran-laden team. We know how Jamie Kendall likes to roll over there. He likes the more veteran guards, more veteran team. He has one of the more experienced teams, and he knocked them off by 1 point there in what was an exciting matchup. Then they had a 4-point loss to Iowa State before that, and we know what they bring as well. So you have to be able to knock down shots against this Texas team. They're going to foul. They are very physical, so they tend to put teams at the free throw line. Texas doesn't do a great job of attacking the basket and getting to the free throw line. So that's something that they should be able to take advantage of, but they typically don't. So I like Houston here. I like what they've done. I like what I've seen. Two road losses to 2 tough teams. It's an in-state matchup. There's always going to be a little bit of that in-state rivalry there with Houston and Texas, so they have to travel down to Austin here for this matchup, and I'm expecting them to take care of business. This Houston team is dangerous. The ability for them now to be in the Big 12, I think, gives them an advantage when it comes tournament time, playing a lot more tough competition as opposed to the American, where if they don't run the table, they were coming very close year after year. They now already have 2 conference losses. And with Texas Tech now sitting at the top of the Big 12 mountain, best believe Kelvin Sampson wants to be able to be a part of that here and get his first Big 12 regular season championship. So Texas Tech 5-1 in the conference. Houston now 5-2 in the conference. Iowa's 5-2. Kansas even 4-3. Very competitive Big 12 conference here this year, as we're seeing Texas now 3-4 within the conference. Seems like they just can't seem to get things right. If football's rolling, basketball's not. If basketball's rolling, football is not. Is Rodney Terry's seat going to get hot here? If they're going to fall off, don't be surprised. Those boosters want what they want. But for now, guys, we're going with the Houston Cougars. I'm going to lay the 4.5 points here on the road against the Texas Longhorns. I just think they're going to be overmatched. Defense is far too good on the offensive glass. The defense is too stout for a team like Texas, who's been very inconsistent there offensively. Houston Cougars, I'm going to lay the 4.5 points as the official free pick of the day. Happy Monday. Best of luck if you decide to tail. It's Double D, DerekDimesDefeatTheBook.com. Have a good day and good luck.